Welcome back, guys. Today's video, I want to talk to you about the best split that you can do to build max muscle. And that is going to be an upper-lower. Upper-lower split variation not only can give you a tremendous amount of specificity, allowing you to either focus on your lower half or upper body, or even your arm development, but it gives you the perfect amount of frequency and rest, spreading it out across your week. Huge point that most people do not make is upper-lower is extremely adaptive and it can be tailored specifically to your needs, which means you can quite literally create most variations of upper-lower training to not only see an amazing rate of progression with your physique, but also target specific areas of your body that need bringing up through smart programming and your volume allocation. First point that I want to cover when it comes to upper-lower training. You can structure upper-lower with frequency of 2 days on, 1 off, which would mean essentially you are almost training every body part 3 times per week. Or you can add extra rest with your upper-lower, meaning you train everything twice per week, having an additional rest day. So an example of that would be either 2 on, 1 off, 2 days on, 1 day off, Monday, Tuesday, rest Wednesday, repeat the cycle. Or it could be upper, lower, Monday, Tuesday, rest Wednesday, upper Thursday, rest Friday, lower Saturday, rest Sunday, or simply Monday, Tuesday, upper, lower, rest Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, upper, lower, and rest at the weekend. Upper, lower is extremely adaptive. With the structure of this program, you can actually incorporate any extra rest days. So upper-lower is an ideal training split for someone who has a busier schedule or someone that needs to have adaptive weeks and rest days that may be included across your entire week. So when you compare upper-lower versus a bro split, for example, if you have to rest on a Wednesday and on your bro split that lands on a leg day, guess what? You have missed an entire leg day. With an upper-lower, if you need to rest on a Wednesday, you still have an opportunity to still hit all of your body parts twice per week, including your legs. This is why upper-lower is far more superior in comparison to a bro split. Now, shameless plug, guys, if you are looking for a well-structured, perfectly designed upper-lower training template, we do have them available on our website at Team AK Coaching for you to buy right now. So upper-lower is live. You can purchase it as a one-off plan and you can enjoy the extra gains that it will bring. Back to upper-lower. When it comes to basic principles of programming upper-lower training, first I want to cover upper. This is where I would always like mostly prioritizing your compound lifts. With an upper-lower training split, I would always like to incorporate at least 2 chest exercises and 3 back exercises, and then either 2 or 3 isolation exercises that would cover your shoulders and tricep. I'll talk a little bit about the bicep in lower training because I actually prefer programming bicep on lower days, and I'll give you the reason why. On an upper body day, the way you want to structure it is super simple. You can have one upper body day that is more chest dominant, or one upper body day that's more back dominant. Or if you need more arms or shoulders, guess what? You can actually structure your programming and your volume allocation to suit your weaker areas. The way I would like to structure a basic upper-lower training program to maximally stimulate growth across your entire body is spreading equal volume across all body parts. So you are looking at around 3 to 4 working sets per body part in a single session. So the way this would look potentially would be a chest compound exercise, a back compound exercise, back to a chest compound exercise, back to a back compound exercise, and then you would layer on your isolation exercises. So simple structure, as an example, could be flat dumbbell press, upper back pull down, cable fly, or an incline machine press. And then again, you can vary your isolation and chest work and press work session to session. Then follow that back on with a vertical row, making sure that you can actually target your entire back. So when it comes to your programming, you want to target horizontal, vertical rowing, and some sort of upper back rows or pull downs as well. That way you are moving in 3 planes of motion for your back. So if I was to give you a perfect structure, it would look something like a chest compound exercise of your choice, either a dumbbell press or a machine press, a horizontal pull down, a horizontal row, a chest isolation exercise, an upper back exercise of choice, either a row or a pull down. And then I would finish on a shoulder isolation exercise, either a cable lateral, and then a tricep push down variation. Or if you want to get super juicy with it, an overhead tricep extension can be a great option. This then covers you for an entire upper body session. Rep ranges work in anything between 6 to 20 repetitions. For compound exercises, which is your multi-joint movements, your big compound presses, and your rows, you want to generally work between 6 to 12 repetitions max. For isolation exercises, this is where you can actually venture into higher rep work, working from 10 all the way up to 20 repetitions, but that would only be for your tricep work, your lateral delt work, or even cable flies, or even single arm rows, something that is going to be more so isolating the muscle and isn't as demanding as a compound exercise. When it comes to number working sets, you want to shoot for 12 to 16 working sets per session. I think anything above that is overkill. Anything under that, you may be not doing quite enough. However, your volume needs will vary person to person depending on your recovery capability. 12 to 16 working sets, 2 to 3 working sets per exercise is going to be perfect. The same principle will apply to your lower body days. However, when you structure lower body days, my preference in programming is having one lower body day that is going to be more hamstring dominant, starting with a heavy hip hinge and hamstring work. Then the second lower body day, more quad dominant, and this is where I would actually like to program in a squat pattern. With following upper lower structure, I do not like to program in a squat pattern and a leg press in a single session. I would always pick one or the other for your quad compound exercises. So as an example of a lower body session that would be more structured toward your quad work, I would start with a leg extension, or if you do have bad knees, start with a leg curl to warm your knees up, 2 to 3 working sets, follow that on with 2 working sets of leg extensions, 2 working sets of hack squat, if you are super strong and super accurate, maybe 1. Then you can actually finish with a hip hinge variation or a single leg press variation if that is what you need. Then I would consider programming in calf work and bicep, either at the start of the session or at the end of the session. If arms are a weaker body part, I would always program in bicep at the start of lower, so you can actually go into it fresh when you have all the energy. And guess what, guys? Training biceps first before your legs is not going to necessarily impact your leg day. Training bicep at the end of an entire upper body session, it's probably not going to lead to you being able to give your max effort to that body part. So if you want to get a huge bicep, start with your bicep and put it in before your legs so you can attack your bicep with all out intensity and effort and still be able to have a great productive lower body day. In some instances, I would like to do a zigzag set where I would do a set of calf and then go straight into my bicep work to save time. But generally, I do like to just do straight working sets and separate the exercises. But again, if you are pushed on time, you could actually explore that option as well. Sets, I would still work with around 12 working sets for lower body days, split it into either 4 to 5 working sets for hamstrings, depending if it's a hamstring quad dominant day, 3 to 5 working sets for quads, 2 to 3 working sets for calves, and then 2 to 3 working sets for bicep. Your split can be adaptive. You do not need to stick to set days. However, if you do need set days to make your life easier, it's always going to be handy to actually utilize an upper lower split, because it will give you more opportunity for growth. It will give you much better quality sets. And the main reason why I am such a fan of upper lower split in comparison to a regular bro split, if you are looking to maximize gains, and if you're looking to try and add as much muscle tissue on your frame as you possibly can, is because spreading out the volume across the week, doing, for example, 8 total working sets of back training, but twice per week, so 4 sets on a Monday, 4 sets on a Thursday, is going to give you not only double the opportunity for growth, but the quality of these working sets is going to be so much higher than trying to do all 8 working sets of your back work in one single day per week. The same applies for your leg training. A lot of people just have 1 leg day per week, trying to do 6 to 10 working sets on quads. If you are looking to bring up your quads, try doing 4 to 5 working sets on a Monday and repeating the same again on a Thursday, and just watch how much harder you can train, but also how much more you can progress your lifts. Now, training volume considerations, guys. Some people would need more, some people would need less. The easiest way to accurately gauge your training volume is your progression in the gym. Your lifts have to be moving up. If you are eating in a calorie surplus, you're getting plenty of rest, there has to be some sort of progress, whether you are adding reps or weights to the bar, or simply improving execution range of motion. There has to be some quantifiable measure of progression. If you are going in the gym and you are constantly feeling flat, and you are constantly feeling like you are not able to train with all out effort, you should consider lowering your training volume. That is only if your lifestyle is in check, you are hydrated, you are well fed, and you are sleeping well. If all these points are covered, then we can look at manipulating training volume in order to see more progress. As you get more accurate with your execution and training intensity, you will also notice that your volume tolerance may decrease. So as you get more advanced, your volume may actually need to come down in order to prioritize quality mechanical tension and max load exposure. Remember, guys, it's not just about doing the work. It's the quality of the work that matters the most. Guys, hope you find today's video helpful. This is how you can construct the best training split for max muscle growth. If you are looking for a template that you can buy and take out the thinking, you can purchase it on my website. If not, hope you have enjoyed today's video. Now you have the tools to construct your own upper lower split to gain all the muscle that you need. Any questions, guys, pop them below. More than happy to help. All things coaching, teammkcoaching.com, link in the description. Trade by JP, code Kuba10. If you want to show me some love and support me, use my code at Train by JP and Hardbody, code Kuba. Guys, thank you so much. Please make sure you subscribe to the video, you like and comment below, subscribe and ring the bell. Peace out for now.